I'm a certified personal trainer and nutritionist, and today I have a simple strength yoga routine. So this is fairly easy. The purpose of the workout is to do a yoga sequence that incorporates stretching and strengthening components, and what is going to make it simple is working to the best of your capabilities. So by that, what I mean is that working at a pace that is comfortable for you and not pushing yourself beyond your means, as in not forcing yourself into a position. So if you feel any pain in a joint that beyond just like a simple pop that you would feel if you cracked your knuckle, so that's okay. Like let's say your knee pops once, that's fine. But if you feel pain in your joints, then you should not continue with the movement, or you should modify it. And if you feel pain that doesn't go away when you finish the movement, then that would indicate that you've hurt yourself, and that's not good. Ideally, you would avoid that. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and if you'd like to help contribute, if you go to my channel page, in the About, there's a link for donations. Before we begin, I also have a spirit lifter to share with you. It says, I may understand the desire or inclination of others to irritate me, but I refuse to react. This nullifies their action and leaves me free of their influence or power. So this is an affirmation, and I like this because if you evaluate your day, and it'll start with small things. Someone will cut you off in traffic, you'll go to the store, the cashier will be extremely rude, your spouse doesn't respond to you in the way that you wish, and your kids don't listen, and these little things will add up, and you'll become irritated. And this is a destructive manner on your own part. Now you might think, like, all of these people's actions had justified your bad mood or you being pissed off, but that is not true. It is you who chooses your reaction to other people's behaviors. And sometimes people don't do things on purpose, and it's helpful to think that. And even if they did do it on purpose with the intention to irritate you, the best thing that you can do is not react. Sometimes people will say hurtful things in hopes that you'll respond angrily, and when you don't do that, this keeps you from getting onto their low level. There's been a phrase that says that people, that no one will bring you down that's not already beneath you. So this means that only people who are lowly will try to bring you down. So with that being said, we can begin our simple strength yoga. So we'll begin with our mountain pose. So you just simply stand upright. You really want to think about your posture. And so this is one of the poses that increases confidence. And this is because the body and the mind, they're intertwined, as well as the spirit. But for this specific example, we will discuss the body and the mind. And with your body language and your mind tends to display your body language. This is why it's hard for people to control their body language, particularly during interrogations. Some people are aware of their body language and are careful not to do certain things, but for the most part, people don't think about that when they're doing the day. It depends, like, if you're being objective or not. So, someone you care about, you're less likely to pay attention to their body language than you were if you were to observe someone specifically with the intention to observe their body language, say for a job, or whether you're looking for someone to date with the ideal mate. So next thing that we'll be doing is a Tadasana. So you're going to cross your hands, lift up overhead, we'll hang out here for a minute. So you want to kind of lift your chest, and so from the side it looks like this. So your chest is kind of puffed out, and this is to help stretch out the back some and the chest. You might feel a stretch in your shoulders too. And then you're going to lean to one side, and this is going to deepen the stretch along your shoulder and lat. And the other side. And then we're going to go into a side triangle. So you're going to step your legs apart and you're going to lean down your leg. So you can go as far as you want. Even mid-leg is suitable. So this is going to stretch further into the side of the body, and you might feel a stretch in your legs as well. And then we're going to deepen the stretch and also add in the hip by doing a side angle. So you can turn your leg, bend it. If you're very flexible, you could reach to the floor and then lean your arm up overhead. And if you're less flexible, you can come up here. I don't push on your knee. So it's okay to have a little bit of weight there, but you don't want to like hang out there because it can damage your knees. So you should feel your in part of your hip opening up, and you might feel a stretch continued throughout the side of the body. And then you're going to come up into your warrior two. You might be starting to feel the burn in your leg. So we're working the type 1 muscles, or the endurance muscles of the leg. They're good for balance, preventing injuries, and then endurance, as I mentioned. This is your foundation, and if you're new to exercise, this is something that you would really want to focus on before going into other forms of exercise that would work other muscles, such as the fast twitch. So now we're going to go into our side triangle on the other side. And then side angle. Warrior two. And then we're going to give our legs a little break and fold. And then we're going into a tree, so we're going to challenge our balance. And then when you go to put your leg away, you're going to bring it back into a triangle. So we're going to stretch our hamstring. And then come up into a warrior one. And then we're going to move into our tree for the other side. So hopefully you remember which leg you did it on. And then tree other side. I mean triangle other side. Whoops. warrior one. And then we go into down dog. And then you're going to drop down to the ground and go into a boat pose. So this is being a more challenging version, and then this is an easier version. So whatever one you prefer, or maybe even both. So what you should be feeling is your abdominals bracing, or they should feel flexed, and you should not be feeling pain in your lower back, and if you do, you need to lean up some. And you want to try to keep your back as straight as possible, no matter where you are in your lean. So whether you're far back or up, try to keep a nice flat back. And then you're going to recline to the ground, and you want your knee in line with your hip, and you're going to push up into a hip lift. Then drop your bottom to the floor, and we're finishing in corpse, which just means to lay flat on the ground. And then that concludes our simple strength yoga routine. I hope you enjoyed it. Please check out more of my other videos on YouTube under Wellness by Elizabeth, and like, subscribe, and share.